I received photos of me from an unknown number. I don't remember being tortured. I woke up this morning with a dull ache at the nape of my neck, a strange tingling that felt unwelcome, as though it was reminding me of something I couldn't quite grasp. When I reached for my phone, the screen lit up with a barrage of notifications, texts, missed calls, all of which I ignored at first, hoping that whatever mood I was in would pass in the comforting haze of morning coffee. But then, a particular text caught my eye. It was from an unknown number. I opened it, expecting something innocuous, maybe a spam message or an accidental text from a wrong number. Instead, my breath caught in my throat at the chilling image that greeted me. The first picture showed me tied to an old, rusty chair in what appeared to be a dimly lit basement. My eyes were wide with terror, an expression I had never seen on my own face before. I was covered in bruises and scratches, bound by thick, fraying ropes, and there was a flicker of light from an overhead bulb that barely illuminated the horror of the scene. My heart raced, and I felt the blood drain from my face. I scrolled to the next image, my hands trembling. This one depicted me lying on the floor, my wrists red and raw, as if I had fought to escape. A metal fixture loomed nearby, and the glint of a sharp blade reflected in the weak light. There was something sinister about it, an unspoken understanding that something grotesque had transpired here, an event I could not recall. The next image was even worse. I was in a corner, my body slumped and bruised, blood smeared across my forehead. I just couldn't remember. I stared at my own face, twisted in pain, grappling with an unspeakable dread. The images kept coming. Me in various positions of distress, confusion etched into the contours of my features, my clothes torn and stained. An icy grip of fear wrapped around my chest. I couldn't recall a single moment captured in those photos. What had happened to me? Who had done this? And why had I been forgotten by my own memories? As I delved deeper into the series of grotesque photographs, I felt myself spiraling. I rushed to my reflection, hoping, just hoping, that it was a trick of the light, that I'd simply walked into some bizarre, twisted art project. But there I was, my face gaunt and weary, shadows under my eyes echoing a sense of dread that I couldn't shake. With shaking hands, I texted back the unknown number, my heart pounding in my chest. "Who are you? What is this?" The reply came swiftly, the words chilling in their calmness. "You don't remember, do you? Just wait, more will come." Panic spread through me like wildfire as I contemplated running, but what if it was too late? I scoured my mind for memories, for clues, anything to guide me through this nightmare. The images played over and over, each one a shard of glass cutting through my sanity. I called the police, but as I explained my situation, I was met with skepticism. "Without any evidence, sir. We need more than just a few pictures. It could be a prank." "Prank?" I almost screamed, but I could hear the doubt in my own voice, see the disbelief in the officer's eyes. They would think I was crazy, losing my grip on reality. Frustrated, I slammed the phone down and returned to my living room, my mind racing. What had I done to deserve this? What had happened during the lost time? It wasn't until the next day that I received another message. This time, it was a video. My heart raced as I hesitated to press play. The moment I did, the memories swept over me in a flood. Screams, shouts, laughter twisted into something dark and taunting. I was back in that basement, but this time, I was not tied up. I was the one with the blade in my hand. The truth crashed over me with unforgiving force. I saw my own face twisted in the throes of madness, my hands stained with betrayal and blood. They had been my own people, friends I had trusted. The images were not just torture. They were the aftermath of a chaos I had instigated. I staggered back against the wall, panic threatening to swallow me whole. Memories rolled in like a tide, and with them, the understanding of who I really was, a monster hidden beneath a mask of normality. I had buried the truth deep, believing I could escape the web I had spun. But now, feeling the weight of my past, the torment I had caused, I was faced with a choice. I could sink back into oblivion, deny it all, or I could confront the darkness that had led to those images, those horrors I had inflicted not only on them, but on myself. I took a deep breath, shaking as I sat down to type once more. "Stop sending me these. I remember now. If I can't escape my past, at least let me confront it. As I hit send, I realized this was only the beginning. The reckoning would come, and I could either run or face the repercussions of my actions. But the choice was finally mine to make.